Have you ever worked so hard, so long, so passionately on something, only to step back and wonder, was this even what God asked me to do? Today, I want to talk to the visionary, to the builder, to the dreamer, to the one carrying the weight of a great work. Because there's a difference between building according to man's vision and building by kingdom assignment. We live in a world that glorifies vision. You hear it all the time. Write the vision, cast the vision, run with the vision. And don't get me wrong, vision is important. But if the vision didn't come from God, then what are we really building? Proverbs 19 verse 21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." You can have plans, you can have strategy, you can even have success, but only God's purpose will stand. Let's talk about man's vision for a second. Man's vision is impressive. It's loud. It's public. It's often driven by applause, influence, or fear of falling behind. It may even look anointed. But deep down, it's fueled by ambition, not obedience. And here's the hard truth. You can build something big and still be out of alignment with God. Psalm 127 verse 1 reminds us, "Unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain who build it." Now contrast that with a kingdom assignment. Kingdom assignments don't always trend. They don't always come with followers, funding, or fanfare. Sometimes they look foolish. They often require waiting. They will almost always test your faith. But they're God-ordained, Spirit-led, eternally significant. Jesus said in John 17 verse 4, "I have brought you glory on earth by finishing the work you gave me to do." Not the work people expected, but the work the Father assigned. Let's go back for a moment to Genesis 11. The people gathered to build the Tower of Babel. They had a plan. They had unity. They had vision. But their motivation, "Let us make a name for ourselves." God scattered it. Now compare that to Noah, a man building something strange, for a flood that hadn't yet come, with only the voice of God to guide him. One vision was impressive. The other was obedient. Guess which one stood? So here's the question you need to ask. Am I building this because God said so? Or because it seems like a good idea? Am I walking in divine assignment? Or just a personal ambition dressed up in church clothes? Because one will wear you out, and the other will carry you through. So what do you do if you're unsure? Pause, then pray. Ask the Holy Spirit, am I building what you've assigned, or what I've imagined? God is not impressed by our hustle. He's moved by our obedience. Because when you build by His assignment, it may not always make sense, but it will always make a difference. Maybe today's message hit your heart. Maybe you're realizing you've been building hard, but not building right. That's okay. It's better to stop and rebuild with God than to keep laboring in vain. Let's ask Him, what's my assignment in this season? What are you calling me to build? Next time we'll talk about how to stay the course, even when your obedience doesn't look like success. We'll explore what it means to keep building when no one sees it, but God, because your assignment matters, and what you build with Him will outlast you.